You know, guys, I didn't expect Bungie to be bought out by PlayStation of all people. Kind of interesting to see, but yeah. Let's just say that it's kind of interesting what they're doing exactly with buying out Bungie, while also what they're not doing. So, let's just jump into it, shall we? So, before we get into like the nitty-gritty of the whole deal, I just like to say that Bungie has more publishers than most people will have girlfriends and boyfriends in their lifetime, and it's kind of crazy. First, they went with Xbox, and they helped create the Halo series and essentially skyrocket Xbox as a industry leader of video games and one of the competitors in the console market. And then they went with Activision Blizzard, and then they left, and now we're there with Sony, and it's just I don't quite get why Bungie keeps doing this, or at least why they're doing it again. Because, like, at least with the initial, Xbox situation, they were just, trying to get their foot in the door, and they're like, hey, we have a good idea. I'll make a game for you. And so they did. And after they made their games, Reach being their final game, they were like, okay, we're done. And then they made Destiny, published Destiny 1 for Xbox and Sony consoles, and then they were bought by Activision, and then they released Destiny 2 for the consoles and for PC. But then here's the big thing, though. They left because they were saying, oh, Activision's got a really oppressive hold. They're making us do things that we don't want to do, so they left. And now they're being bought out by Sony. And so if you read this article, at least this first part of gamesindustry.biz, it says, after the deal closes, Bungie will be an independent subsidiary of SIC run by a board of directors consisting of current CEO and chairman Pete Parsons and the rest of the studio's current management team. Now, so Sony has said Bungie will remain a multi-platform studio with the option to self-publish and reach players wherever they choose to play. And so this feels weird to me, right? Because Xbox, initially they said for their Bethesda games, hey, any games that are going to come onto Sony platforms will be finished and put on Sony platforms. So like Tokyo Ghostwire, which hasn't come out yet, but eventually will, I think? I don't know about that game's development. It's currently in development hell at this point. But games like Deathloop and, they were put on Sony consoles because they were guaranteed to be on there. But now, The Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, those games are going to be PC and Xbox exclusive. But Sony's saying, you can publish all your games anywhere. And that feels weird to me. I'm not entirely sure what their end game here is going to be. At least from what I can understand, though, I think, at the very least, Destiny 2 will still remain multi-platform because that makes a ton of money. So, they make some return on investment by, taking money from Destiny. But then I think Sony might also want to, hey, Bungie, you got any tips to make some FPS games? And that's what I think is going to happen. Because if they're going to allow them to be a multi-platform studio, there's no way that they aren't going to at least try to make some Sony exclusives, right? Particularly, they might give some information about how do you make a good FPS, because Destiny seems to be doing pretty well. They have third-person shooters like The Last of Us, Uncharted, but they don't really have any first-person shooters. So, who knows? They might ask some people from Bungie, hey, got any code that we could use? We might want to make a Resistance 4, maybe, says Insomniac. But, yeah, it'd be interesting to see exactly what the purpose of this is, but I really don't understand it right now. We'll see, though, what Sony does with Bungie and whether or not it's going to be another Activision situation where they just leave afterwards. We'll see. But anyway, I wanted to throw this quick video out because, everybody was like, holy shit, Sony bought out Bungie, but they're still remaining multi-platform. I was a little bit confused about that. But anyway, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all Sunday. Or maybe tomorrow if Sony buys out another company or Microsoft does. We'll see. So that was a lie. The video is not over. So PlayStation and Discord are teaming up, and they're allowing you to connect your PlayStation account to your Discord account. So I'm not entirely surprised. Discord has shown itself to be a very strong contender for being the biggest communication software within the world, and with being how versatile it is, I'm not entirely surprised. But I think it was, last year or something? Microsoft was like, hey, we're going to have Discord integration with our systems. And now PlayStation's doing it too. So I wonder exactly if you're going to be able to, join games between Xbox and PlayStation games, as long as there's cross-platform play. That'd be interesting to see. But let's just quickly look at what Discord's saying. So starting today, we're gradually rolling out the ability to link your PSN account from Discord and display your PS4, PS5 activity in your user profiles. You connect, yada yada yada. And so yeah, okay. There's nothing else big here? Yeah, so basically, PlayStation and Discord are now teaming up together, and I wonder if this will have further ramifications with their Microsoft deal. So, we'll see. I do hope, though, like, Discord also doesn't do their NFT shit that they were trying to push out, like, a few weeks ago. Not a good move. But anyway, I think this is the final like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, because, yeah, there was a few bombshells today, but I think that's it for today. Anyway, I'll see y'all next Sunday. Or tomorrow if Sony does do another thing. Who knows?